You eventually signed with Spiegler, who you said you were actually talking to at that point.
Yeah, when I was living in New York, we were emailing.
And how did that go down, and what was your experience like with him?
How it went down, let's see, about 5 months into moving to LA, he basically said, you have to live near Woodland Hills or I won't sign you. So I did. I moved to Sherman Oaks. And so then I moved to LA. 5 months later, Spiegler has me on his roster. And then, yeah, we killed it for like a year and a half. We had a great relationship. Eventually I had to leave because it came down to OnlyFans money. And I wanted to keep all of it and not give it to them. So unfortunately we did have to break up. But I felt that was a totally necessary move. I don't have any beef with them. Definitely not. And I don't know. I think I'm really grateful for everything that like Spiegler did, and he got me on to some amazing shoots and kept me busy for a year and a half, working as much as I wanted to. So yeah, that was amazing that he did that. But eventually, like, I feel like maybe as a performer you grow out of needing an agent, and it's not always something that you have to put up with. You know, you give them a lot of your, I don't know, just a big chunk of what you make, and for what? Forwarding a call sheet? You can maybe do it yourself.
Yeah.
I know they have a lot of connections and they're a huge gatekeeper in the industry, but once you move past it, then maybe you can walk away.
I think it depends on the girl too.
I know.
Because some girls are well organized and they can do their own calendar and they can like test on time and they can read the call sheet and do it. Some girls can't.
Yeah.
Like they need an agent to be like, this is the day you are working, to call and remind them to test, to like send them like not, I mean, some, you know, honestly, like a lot of times, like they just won't read the call sheet.
Right.
So you have to send them just the part that matters to them. Like, this is what to bring. This is the time to come.
It is also helpful to be on a roster.
Yeah.
Because when the companies are booking girls, they'll just kind of
That's what I do. That's, I mean, especially like if I have a cancellation.
Yeah.
And Spiegler was like the first agency I'd go to because I knew that like one of the rules with Spiegler was that like you had to be ready to work and you had to always be tested.
Yes.
And you had to answer the phone.
Yes.
So it wasn't a situation where like, you know, before I might call another agent and they're like, oh, let me see if she's available. And then it takes them an hour to get back to me. And they're like, she's not available. And I'm like sitting on set waiting for someone. Like with Spiegler, I know I can get someone
Spiegler
like
model
that.
works. It certainly works.
Yeah.
And that's why he was the best. He also wasn't like, you know, sexually weird towards the girls. Okay, let's just start there. Like, thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anybody, you know, people have had complaints about him. No one's perfect and everybody's got like their whatever, but I've never heard anybody say that like he was sexually inappropriate in any way, which is not something that you hear about a lot.
Oh, let's talk about
I mean,
it
agents, especially these days.
Kind of bullshit. I heard that. I was so mad.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So,
but yeah, Spiegler, all good. I was glad that maybe we split up because I was able to be more independent and kind of get a feel what that was like, like not so scared to hold, you know, like I would for about a year and a half I would text Spiegler every movie that I was going into just so he knew that for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, like I was going to be unavailable, but don't get worried, don't panic. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of a fun thing that I picked up on.
Yeah, I've heard that from several girls.
Yeah,
like if they're going to be unavailable for any period of time, they like have to tell them. It's kind of funny.
Just going off the grid for 1 hour.
Hey guys, if you want to support my show, then you should think about joining my Patreon. At my Patreon, I offer all kinds of amazing perks in exchange for your financial support. From live streams of my interviews as they are happening, to bonus Q&As, behind the scenes photos and videos of my shoots, plus cool merch like stickers, mugs, and hoodies, we have you covered. So go to patreon.com/HollyRandallUnfiltered, and while you're at it, make sure that you click that subscribe button so you don't miss a single one of my new updates.